Marcus Aurelius ruled the greatest empire in human history while watching it crumble around him. Plagues, betrayals, wars on every border, senators plotting his death. Yet his mind remained crystal clear, unshaken, sharp as a blade. While yours fogs at the slightest inconvenience, here's what he knew that you don't. Look at your mind right now. Really look at it. How many tabs do you have open? Not on your browser, in your head. That text you need to send. The argument from yesterday still playing on repeat. That project you're avoiding. The girl who hasn't texted back. What your friends think of you. Whether you're wasting your life. Whether you should quit. Whether you should stay. Your mind is a battlefield of half-finished thoughts fighting for territory. And you wonder why you can't focus, why decisions paralyze you, why simple problems feel impossible. It's not because you're stupid. It's because you've never been taught how to think. School taught you what to think. Society taught you what to believe. But nobody taught you how to actually use your mind as a weapon instead of letting it use you as a prisoner. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." But here's the part everyone misses. He wasn't talking about external obstacles. He was talking about your own mind. The chaos inside your skull is the real enemy, the confusion, the noise, the constant mental static that drowns out clarity. Most men live their entire lives inside this fog, making decisions from emotion instead of reason, reacting instead of responding, running in circles inside their own heads while calling it thinking. You've been mistaking mental activity for mental clarity, overthinking for intelligence, worry for preparation. They're not the same, and the difference determines whether you die as a slave to circumstance or as a master of your fate. Marcus knew this. He ruled an empire from the mind of a philosopher because he understood one fundamental truth. Clarity isn't natural, it's built, and I'm going to show you exactly how he built it. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake up with a clear mind. He forged it, daily, through brutal mental discipline that most modern men can't even imagine. Let me show you his exact method. First principle. Separate fact from fiction. Marcus wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Your mind is constantly generating stories. She didn't text back because she hates you. Your boss is trying to sabotage you. That person laughing across the room is definitely laughing at you. None of this is fact. It's interpretation. And interpretation is where clarity dies. The Stoics had a practice called objective representation. Strip every situation down to pure fact. Remove the emotional narrative. She didn't text back. That's the fact. Everything else, the why, the meaning, the implications, that's fiction your mind invented. Your boss gave negative feedback. Fact. He's out to get me is the story you layered on top. Most men are fighting battles that only exist in their interpretations. And interpretation clouds judgment like fog clouds vision. Second principle. Control the controllable. Marcus ruled during the Antonine Plague. 20 million dead. He couldn't stop it, but he could control his response to it. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your mind spins because it's trying to control things it can't. Whether she likes you, whether they respect you, what happens tomorrow, what people think, none of that is in your control. And every ounce of mental energy you spend on it is wasted. The Stoic clarity practice. Ask yourself with every thought, is this within my control? Her feelings? No. Your behavior around her? Yes. Their opinions? No. Your character? Yes. Tomorrow's outcome? No. Today's effort? Yes. The moment you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, 50% of your mental noise disappears instantly. Third principle, the view from above. Marcus had a practice he called seeing things from the cosmic perspective. When Rome was burning, when enemies surrounded him, when betrayal cut deep, he'd zoom out. All things from eternity are of like forms and come round in a circle. It makes no difference whether a man sees the same things for 100 years or 200, or for an infinite time. Your current crisis? In 100 years, it's dust. The embarrassment you're replaying? Meaningless in the scope of eternity. The decision you're agonizing over? Irrelevant to the cosmos. This isn't nihilism. It's perspective. And perspective is the enemy of confusion. When you're drowning in mental chaos, zoom out. Your problems are smaller than you think. Your time is shorter than you believe. Your options are clearer than they appear. Fourth principle, morning philosophy. Marcus started every day the same way. Before advisors, before senators, before the weight of empire. He'd sit with his mind, review his principles, prepare for the day's challenges not with plans, but with philosophy. He wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." This isn't pessimism. It's preparation, mental rehearsal. Removing surprise removes confusion. Modern men wake up and immediately check their phones, feed their mind's noise and dopamine before their rational brain even activates. You wonder why your thoughts are scattered. You're starting every day by scattering them. Fifth principle, the dichotomy of control meditation. At the end of each day, Marcus would review, not what happened, but how his mind responded. Did he control what was controllable? Did he let go of what wasn't? Did he maintain reason over emotion? This is the Stoic examination. And it's how you train clarity like a muscle. Your mind won't become clear by accident. It becomes clear through deliberate, daily practice of these principles. Separate fact from fiction. Control only the controllable. Maintain cosmic perspective. Start with philosophy. End with examination. Do this for 30 days and your mind will be sharper than 90% of men around you. Do this for a year and you'll think with the clarity of emperors. Now watch what happens when you actually apply this. When you stop letting your mind run wild and start commanding it like Marcus commanded legions. Week 1. The static reduces. You'll notice it first in decision-making. That paralysis that used to grip you when choosing between two paths? Gone, because you've learned to separate fact from emotional narrative. The decision becomes obvious when you strip away the fear stories your mind was generating. Small choices stop consuming mental energy. What to eat, what to wear, whether to text first. Your mind stops treating every decision like it's life or death, because you've learned the cosmic perspective. None of it matters as much as your anxiety claimed. Week 2. The presence arrives. People start noticing something different about you. You're not as reactive. When someone tries to provoke you, you pause. You observe. You respond from reason, not emotion. Marcus wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. You're revoking it, constantly. And others feel the calm that radiates from someone who can't be shaken." Week 3. The clarity becomes weapon. Your thoughts cut straight to the point now. No more circular thinking. No more mental loops that go nowhere. Problem appears. You identify what's in your control. You act on that. You release everything else. This is what Marcus meant by the impediment becomes the way. The obstacles don't disappear, but your mind stops treating them as catastrophes and starts treating them as information. Week 4. The transformation completes. You've become someone different. Not smarter, clearer. And clarity is more valuable than intelligence. You walk into chaos and your mind stays organized. You face complexity and find simplicity. You encounter noise and maintain signal, while others are overwhelmed, confused, paralyzed by overthinking. You see through to the essential truth and act. This is the mind of a Stoic, the mind Marcus built while ruling the world. And you built it in 30 days through daily practice of his principles. Your mind is no longer your prison. It's your weapon, and you finally learned how to wield it. But here's what Marcus never wrote about. What the Stoics knew but rarely said aloud. Most men will never do this. They'll watch this video, feel inspired for 10 minutes, then return to their scattered, chaotic, confused mental state. They'll keep overthinking instead of thinking, keep worrying instead of preparing, keep drowning in mental noise and calling it intelligence. Because clarity requires something most men refuse to give: discipline, not motivation, not inspiration, discipline. The discipline to start every day with philosophy before dopamine. The discipline to separate fact from fiction even when fiction feels better. The discipline to control only what's controllable even when you desperately want to control everything. Marcus Aurelius didn't become the philosopher emperor by accident. He became it through brutal, daily mental discipline that most modern men can't sustain for even a week. So here's your choice. You can close this video and go back to the fog. Keep living in the confusion. Keep making decisions from emotion and wondering why your life reflects chaos. Or you can start today. Right now, this moment. Tomorrow morning, before your phone, before your thoughts scatter, sit for 5 minutes. Review these principles. Prepare your mind for the day. Tonight, before sleep, examine your day. Did you control the controllable? Did you maintain perspective? Did reason rule over emotion? Do this for 30 days, not because you feel like it, because you decided to. And watch your mind transform from your greatest enemy into your deadliest weapon. The empire is gone. But Marcus's teachings remain, and they're waiting for men disciplined enough to apply them. Are you that man, or will you stay comfortable in the fog? The choice, as always, was never theirs. It was always yours.